thank you for joining me. This short video is about lengthening the hamstrings, strengthening the gluteus medius, and opening the chest. These are all really critical aspects of our body to help us who are runners or bikers or even playing tennis, because they're strengthening the parts of our body that can give us a hard time when we're doing our activity, running for example, but also lengthening the tension out. So to make this the most successful class you can, I would encourage you to have at least one yoga block. Mine's cork, but you can use foam, or you can use some sort of a hard ball, like a lacrosse ball. I've got here this triggerpointtherapy.com ball. That's great too. Or a tennis ball is super. So one or two of these things, one or the other, and also a yoga strap. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. So to begin, I want you we're going to decompress the hamstrings, because in the activities of running and biking, this part of our body gets really tight. Now we can stretch it, and that's great, but we're going to do a little bit of compressive work first. So what I'm doing here is I'm positioning the yoga block so the long rectangular end is coming right in the middle of my hamstring, the back of my leg. My hands are behind me, fingertips pointing away, and then I'm just going to do this cross fiber work. So I'm moving my leg in one direction and then the other. You can do this with a lacrosse ball, or as I mentioned, any sort of hard ball that can help take some of the tension out of the back of the leg. And the thing about doing this is you can do this mindlessly, you know, like you can watch The Office and do this. This is what my children do. Or you can really pay attention to where is that tight spot and breathe into it. Maybe hold the foot, hold the leg where there's the tight spot, and then slowly move out of it. So I began right at the belly in the center of the hamstring. Been there about a minute, so I'm going to gently move it up towards the top of the hamstring, where, not at the insertion point, don't do compressive work at the insertion points, but you can really do some beautiful work here, just releasing. And again, if you hit that spot where you're like, whoa, that's a grisly situation, then hang out there and just go back and forth, up and down, side to side. This is a beautiful way to help release the hamstring tension. Obviously, we'll stretch it, but sometimes it depends on your level of tightness. So if you're really tight, and then I'm going to move it down towards the back of the knee, but again, not where the hamstrings insert into the knee, into the back of the knee. Instead, it's just an inch above that and go side to side. And that is intense for me. I had a nice run this morning, so this is my way to recover from it. It's a way to keep the tissues really healthy. If you stretch too much, especially too soon after a run or a bike, what's going to happen with your hamstrings is they'll start to resist. They'll start to resist you. So you don't want that. You want to decompress back and forth, whatever it is, to let your body release in this way. It's almost like a mini massage. And given what we're facing these days, a lot of us aren't going to get massages in person. So this is a way to help yourself get a little mini massage. And you don't even have to tip yourself. See that? Works out. All right, so now I'm going to switch sides. However, if you're in there, and I'm going to start again in the belly. If you're into wherever you are, think about a minute or so per section of the hamstring. You've got three sections. There's the mid belly, then there's the upper hamstring, and then the lower hamstring. So, you know, and again, give or take, if you hit a spot that you're like, this is where it's at, then I would encourage you to just chill there, put the thing on pause, and then join us when you're ready. Having your hands behind you is going to allow you to elevate through the chest. A lot of our activities, especially biking, can promote a rounding in the shoulders and running too. So this is a really nice counterbalance to that. Maintain your core engagement, and then I'm going to switch and move the block up to the upper hammy. My first teacher called the hamstrings the damn strings, which I think is maligning the poor things that are trying to help us, but it's funny. So breathing through it, noticing where the tension is, allowing this part of the practice to be more of a mesmerizing meditation, where you feel almost like your leg is moving like a pendulum, swinging back and forth. Don't worry, we're gonna move, we're gonna groove, it's gonna be great, but it's gonna be even better because we're gonna release this stuff. Okay, and then move the block towards the back of the knee, but not at the back of the knee. And slowly rolling back and forth, just letting the tension dissolve, and almost feel like your femur bone, your thigh bone, is heavy and dropping its gravity into the block or the ball, or whatever you have that you're using to create this beautiful compressive action for your hamstring. So, you know, if you do nothing else, if all you have is like 5 minutes and you're like, this is all I got today, I would recommend doing this and then moving on. So what I'm going to do though is have us move into another pose from here. So one more breath in this back and forth movement. And I won't show it today, but if you really want to get into it, you can take the block and put it on the IT band. I'm not going to teach this today, but this is the general thing, and that is intense. So that's a good one. We'll do that in the future, but for today, let's come on up. We're taking a downward facing dog. Lift your hips, keep your core engaged, keep your knees bent. Temptation, of course, is to straighten the knees, but we're not going to do that. Take a peek, not yet anyway. Take a peek at your feet and turn your heels out towards the sides. Big breath in, drop your spine down as if you're gonna press your spine in between your legs. Spin your triceps towards your heels. Breathe into your feet, take a full breath here. Exhale the breath away. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Now walk your hands back towards your feet a good 12 inches, so almost like a foot. And then take your right hand and bring it back behind your left shin or your left heel or your left calf. And then begin to move the left heel towards the floor. So the knee will straighten to your degree. Keep the bend in the right knee though. And you're going to feel that all through the back. And it can feel so delicious. So just drop into the sensation, breathe with it, in and out through the nose. One more full breath, inhale here. And exhale, come back, place your right hand down, bend the left knee, and let's go to the other side. So you're gonna take your left hand around, wrap it around the back of your right calf. And you know, you can always walk your right foot up a little more. You can always walk your feet up. Keep the bend in the left knee as you elongate the right heel towards the floor. Make sure you're maintaining your core. So you're engaging your core. Another 3 breath. Head is heavy, let it hang. Press back through the right palm. It might want to collapse you forward. Don't let it. Press it back. One more breath. Inhale. Good, you guys. Exhale both hands out. Bend into the knees. Take a full breath here. Send the hips a little higher. And then let's put the left knee on the floor. Take your right foot into King Arthur. You can always pad the left knee. So here, a couple blocks are really going to come in handy. Or you can use like a coffee table or a footstool. I'm going to put the blocks on either side of my right foot and drop my tailbone down. So your left hip is above the left knee and your right ankle is directly above, the right knee is directly above the right ankle. And then you just place your blocks down and you drop your pelvis forward. You can hold onto the blocks, but keep your spine straight. So reaching the blocks means that there's all this rounding going on. Skip it. Blow off the blocks, place your right hand on your right thigh and move forward. Or if you just have your fingertips on the blocks, that's fine too. Keep the spine lengthened. Take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, lift your left arm up to the ceiling. So you're doing this gorgeous stretch all through the left side of the body for 3. Keep the left glute engaged. That's going to help the psoas release. Gets really tight in us. 2 and 1. Both hands down. Roll over your back toes. You're coming into a low lunge. Hands can be on blocks or tented fingers. Full breath in. Press through the ball of the left foot. As you exhale, drop the left hand down, sweep the right one up to the ceiling, and breathe, breathe. Lengthen the chest. So you're releasing the muscles of the back because they work super hard when we're running. Keep lengthening, keep breathing, keep pressing through the left ball of foot. You got 5 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Breath out. Keep that knee tracking in. Don't let it go out wide. Last big breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. Both hands down. Sweep your right knee up. Right knee into the chest. And then lift the right leg up and behind you for a 3-legged dog. So you're lifting and peeling open through the hip. Lift up a little higher. Full breath, inhale. Long breath, exhale. Flex your right toes. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Very good. Exhale it out. Downward facing dog. Find your footing. Find your dog. Full breath, inhale. Long breath as you exhale. Float your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to take the left foot. Place it on the floor. Right knee is on the floor. Blocks on either side. And then find your spine. Find that beautiful connection. Hands come to the blocks. Draw the pelvis forward. Engage through. Now it's the right glute. You can have both glutes engaged. That's fine. But when you engage that right glute, you actually allow the right psoas, which is one of the deepest hip flexors and so vital to our running and our biking, you allow that to let go, okay? So keep breathing here, opening, and if you don't have a box, you can always put your left hand on the top of the left thigh and draw it away. 1 more, inhale, exhale here, lift the right arm up to the ceiling. So this accentuates the stretch. If it's too much, just come back to where we were. That's cool too. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Keep dropping down through the left hip. If you're not watching it, it's going to pick itself up. 2, especially if it's tight in there. Last one. Inhale. Very good. Exhale it out. You can move the blocks out of the way or stay on tented fingers. Roll over the right toe or the right ball of foot so you have the right knee off of the floor. Long spine and a beautiful low lunge. And then right hand down on the inside, either to block or inside the foot of palm down or tented fingers. Inhale, you're lifting that left arm up. So what's great about this pose? So many things, including you're pressing through the ball of the right foot. So that means you're getting this nice fascial opening through the foot. And, you know, I've talked to runners who deal with plantar fasciitis. That's like for real stuff. So we're going to help you prevent that. And we'll do it in this pose and in other poses too. But for right now, keep breathing, lifting, elevating the chest for 3. That's it. Keep breathing. Inhale, long spine in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Keep opening a little more. Last big breath. Inhale. Very good. Exhale. You're going to close it up. Hands down. Lift the left foot off the floor. Left knee into your chest. Swing it back. 3-legged downward dogs. Lift up. Lift that knee up. Open your toes. Breathing. Feel how your hips want to release. They want to let go, so let them go. Last big breath here. Inhale and exhale. Both feet down. Spin your heels to the left. Elevate through your hips. So don't let your hips sink. You take the stretch out, but you want to keep elevating through the hips. Lift up a little bit more. Feel the whole right outer embankment. Serratus anterior is lengthening. Latissimus dorsi. One more breath. Back through center. Let's go to the other side. Lengthen and lift. Lift through those hips. Feel your body stretching. It's responding to your requests. Now you might even feel this in the IT band. I get that. We're going to go there in a minute, but let's stay with where we are. One more full breath. Inhale. Lengthen up a little more through the hips. Exhale. Send it back. Downward facing dog. Shake your head side to side. Bend your knees and walk up to the top of the mat. So come forward into a forward fold. You can use your blocks or again coffee table. Core stays with you and engaged. And what you're going to do here is send your left foot back and then out to the left. You can bend the back knee if you like. Send it out and back to the left. Do you feel that in your right glute? Part of your glute medius is activated, and it's different than if you send it just straight back. So send it out to the left. Breathe, lengthen your spine. Take a full breath here. Exhale, draw your front of your left ankle to the back of your right Achilles, like a little curtsy. Bend the right knee and then extend it back and out again to the side. Feel how the right side is stabilizing you. Curtsy one more time. Drawing the legs together, use your core. Send the left leg back and out to the side. Breathing here for 5. Good. 4. Keep lengthening. 3. Keep drawing back through the right hip. 2 and 1. Place the left foot down next to the right and then take the left toes across so that your toes are lining up next to one another. So your left foot is over to the right foot's over on the left, and then draw your torso down. And you're gonna feel that through the IT band release here on the right side. That is so powerfully good, so good for us. Keep the breath active. Let your body let go. You did such a good thing by running and biking. Excellent for the heart, developing muscle. And here you're developing the muscles that will help you next time you get out there, but also help release you so you can actually enjoy the feeling in your body of fitness because you're taking out some of the armoring. One more breath. Inhale. Nice, you guys. Exhale. I'm going to put my hands back on the blocks. Take the left foot out. And then we're going to give the right side a little chance. Stand on your left foot. Lengthen your spine. Send your right leg back. And then out to the side, to the right, even further. Boom. Like immediately. Do you feel that? It's like so amazing. Your body's so smart. It's like, oh, you need help stabilizing because your leg's out to the side. Here, let me develop the strength in your glute med, which is so good because a strong glute med means that you're going to have excellent posture and you're going to reduce the likelihood of any injury. Keep a big breath going here. Inhale, lift the right leg a little more. Exhale, we're curtsying. Bring the right front of your ankle to the left Achilles. Bend both knees. Extend, right leg long, send it out to the side. Lift the right leg a little more. You might even feel this in the right side too. Peel back through the left hip. You're gonna feel that all through the side of the body, the back of the backside. Lift the right leg a little bit more. And then let's curtsy. One last time for the curtsy. Core is holding you steady. Lift the right leg back and out to the side. Lengthen your chest. Lengthen, lengthen for 5. Peel your shoulders back now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Take your right foot next to the left and then across. So now your left foot is behind you, or the left foot is back with the left knee straight. Straight up IT band stretch. Shake your head side to side. Relax the jaw. Relax the forehead, just letting it go. Let yourself be really present right now, this moment. 2 more breaths. Lean forward. Letting it go. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Unwind your feet. Have them hip width distance. Come on up to standing. Reach up to the ceiling. Interlace your hands now and shoot the heels of them all the way up. And we're going to hold here for 5 full breaths. You want to drop your tailbone. Spin your inner thighs back. Yes. Lift up through the sides of the body. Don't puff the chest out, but lift. Excellent. That's it. 2 more breaths. Keep elevating through your elbows. If it's too much, you bring your elbows forward. You bring your hands forward. Last big breath. Inhale. Very good. Exhale it out. Take hands down alongside you. Tadasana. Take a big breath in. And let's forward fold top of the mat. Here we go. Move the blocks out of the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Peel open through your shoulders. Exhale, high plank. And let's lower all the way down to the mat. Take your right forearm, make it parallel to the top of the mat, and then you'll want to bend your left leg, bend your left knee. If you can reach it easily with your hand, do so. Otherwise, grab a yoga strap and lasso your foot, your ankle, and then gently draw towards you. Now, if you want to open through the pectoralis muscle, the shoulders, you're gonna externally rotate through that shoulder, so you're not holding it inside. You're opening outside, and drop the tailbone deeply and breathe. You can lift your chest up a little bit more for 5. You feel your pubic bone and the tissues there on the mat. That's good. It's like the little compressive work that we did with the block. 3. Keep elevating, open through the quadricep, but also you're opening through the shoulder. 2. Last one. Inhale. Very good. Exhale. Come right into Sphinx pose just for 3 breaths. Belly of the forearm on the floor. Open the chest. Lengthen the spine. Toes go straight back. Inhale. Open a little wider as if your shoulder blades are gently pushing into the back of your body. Exhale, last big breath. And exhale, good. Let's do the other side. Left forearm is parallel to the top of the mat. Now reach back with your right hand, bend the right knee, and peel open. So the idea is you want your knees kind of close to one another, but you're lifting the chest. Lift the chest, open through the shoulder, breathe, lengthen upwards. Stay with you now. That's it for 3, 2, last big breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's place one hand down, one forearm down, the other palm on top of that hand. So take a deep breath in here and exhale the breath out. Bring your hands underneath you so your fingertips are right underneath your shoulders. Peel your elbows back towards one another and then lift your chest up. Toes point straight back. You're in Cobra. Strengthens your back, upper body. Inhale. And then exhale, release it. Tuck your chin, put your forehead on the floor. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Now this time we're going to pull up. You can do Cobra again, or you can lift it all the way up to upward facing dog. Your feet, your knees can be off the floor or knees on the floor. Toes are straight back. Full breath, inhale. And then roll over those toes, downward facing dog as you exhale. Big breath in, long breath out. Now take your right foot and, hello Bachi. Okay, take your right foot and we're gonna put it underneath you and all the way across to the left side, off of the left side of the mat. The more you straighten your right knee, the more you walk your right foot up towards your left pinky, the more intense this pose becomes. Peel back with your hips, shake your head. This is releasing the IT band. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, draw your right leg back into a downward dog. Then step your right foot back up. Roll up the top of your mat. So you're gonna roll it up. It's a little unusual, but it's great for the fascia. Walk your back foot up. And you're gonna place the right ball of foot off of the mat and put that rolled up part right underneath the arch of your right foot. We're gonna move into triangle pose. We're gonna do it with this fascial assist for the base of our feet, because our feet, when we run, they take a beating. And if you're biking, you're doing that gripping with the pedaling. So in either case, this is gonna be great for you. You're gonna take your left hand onto your hip, lift your right one up, and then reach forward, 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 and down. Good. Lift the left arm up. Breathe. Keep plugging in through the center of the right heel and the ball of the right foot as you push down through the left outer part of your foot. Extend the chest as if you're trying to place your shoulder blades on the wall behind you. Maybe you look up at your thumbnail and breathe here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Let's come on up to standing. Release the mat. High plank we go. Low plank, upward face, inhale. And downward facing dog. Use your core. Exhale. Now let's bring the left knee in and underneath you for that IT band release. And remember the same point, so that if you feel like, I'm not feeling it, then walk your left foot up a little bit more. Make sure you're straightening your left knee and send your hips higher. If you're like, this is excruciating, then bend the left knee. Bring the foot back a little bit. Keep your hips elevated because you want to maintain form, but you can always take the pressure off, okay? So make it yours. Shake your head. Don't let your neck develop tension in this. Take another 2 breaths, pressing through the base of your knuckles as your hips elevate. Last big breath here. Inhale. Core stays with you, engaged. As you exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Long breath out. We're going to step that left foot forward. Walk your back foot up. Roll up the mat. 2 or 3 times, kind of depends on the size of your arch, but you want to get the rolled up part of the mat supporting your arch, and make sure the ball of your left foot is off of the mat. The heel of the left foot is pressing down through the center of the heel. And your back foot, you're going to walk it back, so it's kind of like a warrior 2. And then right hand on the right hip. Lift your left arm up. And then here we go. We're reaching, 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 reaching. Find that triangle. Beautiful stretch for gluteus medius, which we strengthened earlier and do strengthen in our standing poses. But let it release here. Your lower body is going to say, thank you, thumbs up, yeah? So keep breathing, keep lengthening the spine, move the back of your head back a little bit. Drop the chin for 3, engage through your quadriceps now. Push through the outer edge of your back foot. 2, last big breath, inhale. And exhale, very good. Release it, pivot now, both feet face in towards one another. Take a block with you. If you like, place your hands on the block. And we're coming into Skandasana. So your right foot faces forward, right knee bends. Come onto the ball, the heel of the left foot. Nice long spine, and you're opening up the inner thighs. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, core is engaged. 2 more breath. Inhale, the more you bend into the knee, the more intense it becomes. Exhale, last one. And let's come up through center and we're going to the other side. That's it. Dropping into the left knee, stretching open through the right inner adductor. Give yourself 2 more full breaths. Open the left toes, don't let them crunch in, and push gently through the outer seam of the left foot. Last big breath, inhale, and exhale, both feet straight, and then turn your toes in towards one another. Heels are out, and just drop your head down onto the block. You might need several blocks. Some of you can lower the block or even find the floor, but you want to put the top of your head, what's called the frenulum, on the block, and then your hands can reach back behind you onto your heels. So you lift the hips, put the weight of the pose forward into the balls of the feet. Should not feel bad at all on your neck or head if it does lift up a little more. Cleansing breath. One more here, inhale. Good, and exhale it out. Let's come on up to standing. If you have a yoga strap with you, great. If not, grab a towel and we'll just place it above us. Walk your feet so they're turning slightly out, just opening through the chest and the shoulders. When we run or bike, there is a fair amount of rounding at times, particularly in biking. So this is a beautiful way to help open and release that. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last big breath here. Inhale. And letting it go. Exhale it out. Release the yoga strap. We're going to come to the top of your mat. Inhale, both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Core is engaged. Exhale, come to a high plank. Low plank. Press your toes back, upward face and downward facing dog. So we're gonna do a set of vinyasa, but I'm really interested in the reverse warrior. So we'll get there. Step the right foot forward, warrior 1. Press through the right heel, right glute, lift your arms. Warrior 2, rearrange it. Now here we go. Take your left hand, place it either on the back of your left, on the side of your left thigh or behind you. Spin your right palm to the ceiling and reverse the warrior. So I want your tailbone to drop heavy. This should not bother your low back. If it does, take the bend slightly out and don't go back as far. Reaching up and back. So you want to feel the side ribs opening beautifully. Good. They do a lot of work for us, so we're giving them a little bit of love. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Nice, you guys. Exhale. Let's come high plank. Lower down, low plank, upward dog or cobra, reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, shake your head side to side and let the breath go. Left foot steps, warrior 1. Left side, left glutes engaged, open, warrior 2. Reverse, so put that right hand on the thigh or behind you and then reverse the warrior, letting your side ribs open and expand so you can feel new and fresh and ready for the day. Left knee tracks wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more breath. Inhale. Really good. Exhale. Let's come high plank. Last vinyasa. Low plank. Upward dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. I'm going to teach pigeon on the floor in a supine way. But if you like pigeon forward lying, then do that. Or if you like a double pigeon or any other variation, please do that. So if you're coming into your pigeon on your back, come into tabletop first. We're going to do 1 cat-cow. Inhale, lift head, heart, tail. Exhale, round the spine, pulling hips back. Good, and then cross over your ankles, lie onto your back. If you have a yoga strap, it's a great thing to take with you. If you don't, that's okay. I'm going to teach it with the strap. If you don't have a strap, you'll just interlace your hands around the back of your left thigh. Right ankle goes past the left knee. If you do have a yoga strap, wrap it around your left thigh so you can open your shoulders. Good, flex your right toes, draw your leg towards you. And then if you gently nudge the right knee out, it's a little more intense. It's really gentle. Don't make it a big thing for yourself. Make it really sweet. You worked hard. This is just a way to release. Just another way to let go. Take another 3 full breaths. And 2. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale, both feet down. And then drop over to your left side. Knees are stacked, ankles are stacked to begin. Place your left hand underneath your head. And you can reach, actually, scratch that. Take the yoga strap or your hand and place it around your right base of your right foot. Keep the left elbow bent and extend that right foot long. Open through the right side of your chest. It's a beautiful twist, so pull your spine in, your lower spine. Open more, ribs spin to the right, head turns to the right, and just bask in this moment. This is another way to open IT band, to get a beautiful stretch through the lumbars are pulling in, so you have a nice back bend, and you're even getting a little bit into the QL and the multifida. Pectoralis even opening through the right side of your chest. One more breath, inhale. And exhale it out, bend the right knee. And let's come back, both feet on the floor. Nice symmetry, inhale. And exhale, right foot stays on the floor, left ankle comes across. You're going to draw your legs towards you. Take the yoga strap around the right knee and draw yourself back into this pose. So flexing those left toes towards your left knee is really good for the health of the knee. Now the jury's out and some people say it doesn't matter, but when it comes to joints, I err on the side of caution and science. So I would recommend you flex your left toes in this pose so you don't overstretch the ligaments of the left knee. Then as you're doing that, gently draw the left knee slightly away from you. It's very subtle. It shouldn't feel like a big anything. It should just be really subtle. And you can draw your legs slightly more towards you. So you're just opening up through the piriformis. It can feel like it's your gluteus max. The butt can feel like it's releasing. It's fine, it's all good. All these muscles are connected. So take 3 more big breaths. And then release the yoga strap if you have it. Come onto your right side. Knees are stacked, ankles are stacked to begin. And then extend your top leg, your left leg long. So you can have your right elbow on the floor holding onto the calf or the toes, or use the yoga strap. And the left arm opens out to the side. And you go ahead into that gorgeous spinal twist. Open the toes, head turns to the left. So it's this nice spinal twist and IT band release. And you may even feel it releasing through the gluteus medius. These are all things that, structures in our body that support us when we run, and that also need some strengthening and lengthening. So we have done ourselves a solid today, you know what I mean? Okay, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, last big breath here. Inhale. Bend the left knee, come onto your back. Then we'll take a half happy baby or a full happy baby. I'm gonna teach full, but you can do half, I'll let you know when halfway's done. Half happy baby, you're gonna keep one foot on the floor, one knee bent, and you're just opening one side. So the right knee bends, for example. Right knee's drawing to the floor. Right sole of foot is reaching to the ceiling. For both, for a full happy baby, You want to make sure your low back is on the mat, sacrum's on the mat. Press your hands into your feet and your feet into your hands. Full breath in. Long breath out. Soften the forehead, soften the eyes in the socket. If you're doing the half happy baby, now's your chance to switch sides, switch your legs. If you're in the full happy baby, stay and breathe, noticing how the structures release as we maintain our positioning here. 2 more big breaths. Keep committing your sacrum to the floor. Last big breath here. Inhale and exhale. Nice job, you guys. Knees come into your chest. Feet are on the floor. So you can take a block, place it at the lowest setting, right at your sacrum. Shimmy your shoulders down so that they're facing up to the ceiling, palms face up to the ceiling. This is supported bridge. I'm going to hold this here for about 45 seconds, so somewhere around 4 breath, 5 breath. If your body wants more of an opening, then go ahead and take your full bridge or even wheel. We opened up our shoulders, our quadriceps, our hips. You can totally do a full wheel, but you have had a full run, presumably, and or maybe you haven't today, but you did yesterday, you worked hard, so just let your body rest if that feels appropriate for you. Opening through the chest, back of the head's on the floor. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, really good. If you are in supported bridge, press the center of your heels down, lift your hips, scooch that block out from underneath you, and then you can place the blocks underneath your knees. You can take a blanket or blocks and place them underneath your back for Paryankasana on the block. So you can do this a couple ways. One way is to have the blocks at the same height. Another is to have one block at the second highest, the other block at the tallest setting. You want to scooch your backside away from the blocks enough so that the second tallest block catches the bottom of your shoulder blades. I like to keep my knees bent here. And then the tallest block is right underneath your head. If it feels wobbly, reach back there, rearrange it, and then take your arms out alongside you. So for us runners and bikers, where there's a fair amount of, rounding, or the shoulders can take a beating when we do our activity, this pose is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful way to complete your practice. It allows your chest to open and lets you breathe effortlessly and land directly in your own body. You can stay here throughout the duration of your Shavasana, which I would recommend be anywhere between 4 to 6 minutes or longer. Or you can stay in it until you start to feel the wiggles. Or you start to feel a little like tension developing somewhere, maybe your neck or the tops of your shoulders and the neck. As soon as you feel that, then come on out of it. And you can lie back down into a more classic Shavasana for the remainder of your resting period. So I'm going to sign off here and say namaste and thank you for all that you do for making this world a better place. Have a beautiful day.